Quick disclaimer before starting up this video proper, this only works on PS3 and on PC thanks to Mr. Wulf with his save editor. I forgot to mention this until like halfway through recording. This works only on PS3 and on PC. I don't know if it works on PS2. If it does, if there's a way to use the save editor on PS2, I will update you guys in the pinned comment down in the description. But for now, enjoy the video. Thank you very much, Mr. Wulf, for the save editor tool is going to be down in the description. Everything's going to be down in the description, so enjoy. Hello and welcome to Extreme Gameplays, where I play games stylishly. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to skip cutscenes in God of War 2. I don't have the shortcut. I don't have the shortcut to zoom in my face cam like Streamlabs. So in today's short little video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to skip cutscenes in God of War 2 in a normal vanilla run. It's not just the New Game Plus run where you can just do this, press yes, and start like this. You know, this is one way to skip it. You skip it, then you're instantly in the game. You have all the equipments, all the weapons, all the magic attacks. But the problem is that your meters are maxed out. So it may not feel fair to start like this, right? So we don't want this. We want the normal meters and yada yadas. So what you basically want from out of this video right now is to skip cutscenes in a vanilla run. It looks a little something like this. You load up a save data like this one right here. You start with New Game Plus. But you only have the Blades of Athena and the Chronos Rage that you're just simply not going to use, and there's your health. Your health is at level 1 meter, basically counting like a vanilla one. So how do you get the save data? First and foremost, what you first got to do is go into New Game, go into the difficulty you want, so this is basically Titan, select No, and watch the intro go on until you beat Colossus' first phase, and then go on to the first save data that you can ever reach in God of War 2. Those cutscenes sure took long. You know, me personally, I haven't watched them in God knows how long. You know, me, I never watch cutscenes. Be real with yourself. Me, cutscenes, like never. So pretty much, after this cutscene, we make it to the first ever save data of God of War 2. This will make sense in just a second. After we stab the statue of Helios, Colossus, whatever his name is, we don't do the SEX minigame, lol. We come over here and save. Now, this is an important step right here that you're gonna have to follow, okay? So, like bear with me for a second. You select the save data that you want to work on. Say this save data right here, Typhon's Cavernous Prison. So, save data number 9. Keep that in mind. When you save here, you gotta be, it has to be on a vanilla run, just a normal one. Once you save here, you want to quit out of the game and insert a USB to your PS3. That has to be formatted as FAT32. There are apps that I'm going to put in the description that is going to totally format your USB to perfectly run on the PS3. So now we're going to just come out of the game and be back in just a second. So now that we're back here on the main menu, you want to go up to the Save Data Utility PS3. Then you want to select God of War 2. Then you want to select Triangle, Copy. You copy it to the USB disk drive that you have right here. So basically like right here. Yes, overwrite it, whatever. We don't really know. If you want to overwrite it, overwrite it, whatever. Because I already have it in the USB drive, that's why it's like it says overwrite it or whatever. You just want to copy it to the USB. And now you want to plug out the USB and put it inside of your laptop's ass. So now we're over here on my computer, and you're not seeing the face cam because I'm going to look totally stupid if I look at the laptop and have the laptop face cam on. Here's what you're going to want to do. When you access the USB drive that you just copied the save data to, you come into the PS3 folder, then the save data. Then here's the folder you want, the God of War 2 save. So, quickly copy this one. On your desktop or whatever you want, make a folder called God of War 2. Make sure it's in lowercase because God of War 2 is God of War 2. God of War 2 save data. Backup. This is what you want. This is going to make sense in a second. Hold on. So, you basically paste it right here. That's one copy right here. And then make another folder. God of War 2 save data altered. Just call it altered or whatever you want. This is all to take precautions in case you kind of mess up your save data right here. This is just in case you mess some stuff up in your save data. So what we're going to be working on right now using Wulf's save editor, which I'm going to get to in just a second, we're going to be working on the folder right here. If we load up the game and something goes wrong, we still have this one that we can copy to our USB, then to the PS3, and then the game works normally and we can do this whole process again, but without messing up a lot of stuff. So here's what you're going to want to do. You go to your save editor that is going to be down in the description. It's a wonderful tool by Mr. Wulf that is going to be also in the description. It's basically a tool that you can edit save slots in God of War 1, 2, 3, and Ascension. Basically max out things the moment you load up a save data or whatever. You can try whatever you want in this amazing tool. But I'm going to leave that for Mr. Wulf himself, as he has videos, explaining all of this stuff, all of these shenanigans. For me right now, what we need is to go into God of War 2. We need to hit browse. We need to go to the desktop. We have the save altered. We're going to work on this one. We do not want to touch this one. This is a save data that works perfectly fine and is unaltered. We just copied this from the USB to here. This is also copied from the USB to the laptop. So we open this, then we open the master bin. We press open. So we saved in the vanilla run that we did right after stabbing Colossus. We saved in the 9th slot. So you have this display right here in the 9th slot. I just edited it prior to this, but I made a mistake. What you want to do to this save slot right here, the moment you're booted up to the app and all that, is first of all, hit this thing, start new game, reverse save to start game, yes. Then what you're going to want to do is, this is basically what you get after hitting that. You want to hit the bonus play check right here, right down here. You want to reduce this to number 1. 0. You want to reduce this to number 0, sorry, the health extension. You want to reduce the magic to number 1, because if you don't do this, your magic bar will not even show up, not at all. What you're going to want to do to the health is reduce it to 100. Same thing with the magic. 100. This is all very hard, of course, because we're some true men out here. You're still not done in here. What you want to do is go into equipment. What you do right here is the Blaze of Athena, you reduce them back to level 1. So that you don't spawn with the blue blaze, because if you do this, if you have this at number 6, which is the level 6 blue blades, you're never gonna be, you're never gonna get rid of these level 6 blades. It's gonna be basically like a normal vanilla run. So we want this at 1. We want to uncheck the Poseidon's Rage and make this 1 just in case we spawn with it, because it's kind of messed up in here. I don't know why that issue happens. And then you hit save again. So now you have this right here. In the character tab, you have these options. And then in the equipment tab, you have these options. So this is one, basically copy what I'm doing right here. You want to save. Okay. What you want to do now is go into God of War 2 save data altered. You want to copy this thing that you just worked on. That's why I said make backups, because we're going to make one that we're not going to work on, just in case stuff go wrong. So I just copied the one in this folder. I go back to my USB drive, PS3, save data. I basically replace it with this one. Let me delete this asshole. So paste it right here. Then we go back to the PS3. So you're going to eject this piece of toxic masculinity of a flash drive right here. See you guys at the PS3. Nobody says that. I don't know why I'm saying see you at the PS3. So now that we're on the PS3, we want to go to the save data utility PS3 again. We have our USB right here. We press it again. We have God of War 2. What we want to do is copy it to our console. Press yes, overwrite the original save data. If things get corrupted and you load up the save data and the game crashes, guess what? We still have the God of War 2 save data backup. Copy it to your USB, then to the console, and the game will work just fine. So what we do right now is normally just go into God of War 2. And let's watch the magic happen when we get loaded up into God of War 2. So now that we're loaded up to the wonderful main menu of God of War 2, you don't want to hit up new game, then Titan, bonus play like a beta. You just want to go to the load, bust a load, go to the save slot number 9 that we just altered, and this is where it all makes sense. There is the new game plus symbol right down there. You can see it. That Blade of Olympus means you're on new game plus in the save data. So what I'm going to do right now is load up this save data. After the loading screen, watch what happens after this short, cute little loading screen right now. What's that? We're in the game! What's that? I just need to do these little quick things. This is going to be useful for 3 people, by the way, but this is very, very useful for me. So right now, I have the level 1 red blades that basically deal the same damage as the maxed out blue blades you normally get. I skipped a cutscene. I'm going to prove that I'm going to be able to skip a cutscene right now whenever we get to the Colossus and stab his eyes in. And that's basically it. That's the tutorial. This is, again, I guess this is going to add a new category to the speedrunners, whatever they are doing over there in the speedrunners archives. I hope Sadvar is watching this. He's gonna found this useful. Now I want to talk about a short, simple little downside to this one that some people may or may not care about when replaying this game. So you may notice something. I have the red blades at level 1. Now these blades deal the same damage as the blue blades when they're maxed out. The blue blades that you start out normally in vanilla with. So you are basically handicapped as you don't have all the moves and whatnot, and you don't have Poseidon's Rage properly. I couldn't really find a way to, you know, add Poseidon's Rage into this whole debacle and make it work in this cutscene skipping wonder, 7th wonder of the world. But that is basically the downside. You don't have your Poseidon's Rage that you normally have in your vanilla runs, and you don't have the maxed out blue blades that deal the same damage as these level 1 red blades. So that's about the only downside I can ever think of to this. This is going to be useful for people who replay these games a lot. This works on the PS3 only. I don't know if I mentioned this at the start of the video. I probably will, but like, that is what it is. So let's skip the next cutscene and be right back. I'm going to do this cute little trick. Boom. See that? Haha, collision play, baby. Collision, man. Collisions. That's 1. That's 2. Beep. Boom. And we're almost done with this, and I'm gonna skip a cutscene on live display, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are at our first cutscene, and watch the magic happen, ladies and gentlemen. You just skipped a cutscene. You're still in your normal vanilla form right here, and you can go and save however much you want. You just saved the whole game, and you can replay this game forever after skipping an hour and 15 minutes of cutscenes, which I'll have you know that it does matter. I can't, what am I doing? I'm trying to zoom in, but whatever. You just skipped an hour and 15 minutes of cutscenes every time you play God of War 2, and you can thank me later for this. If you're not doing this while having a PS3, what are you doing with your life? If you have a PS3, it'll die soon, and these games will never get remastered, so you better fix them for yourself. If you have a PS3, I will assault you in a video game. But anyways, this has been your Extreme Gamer Zesty. Thank you very much. A huge, big, goofy, dummy thick thank you to Mr. Wulf for his save editor that we somehow used to do this twisted, you know, dark magic on God of War 2 to skip cutscenes. Now, we all know the cutscenes are not going to be that bothersome if you play God of War 2. They're just an hour and 15 minutes, but I just really want to skip cutscenes, okay? I'm doing a very excessive challenge over here. One hit restarts the entire game. So this has been your Extreme Gamer Zesty. If you have any questions, please ask me down in I almost said in the description. Please ask me down in the comments if you have any questions. This took half an hour to record. Wow. Peace.